just for a second, just look at that candy, y'all. Look how gorgeous it looks. What's good, Grind Schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we got going down is, man, we are going to get to work on this Impala. I'm in Impala mode right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do what I got to do to get the car done, you know what I'm saying? So, like I've said in so many videos, there's not that much work that needs to be done for it to get on the road. So that's what we got going down, man, so I could drive my car and enjoy it. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the car up in the front. I'm going to shim it so that the wheels are not slanted like this. I don't really know how to show you guys that because the camera really doesn't pick it up how slanted the wheels are. But I went to O'Reilly's just now to go get some shims, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in. And then also too, after I'm done with the driver's side, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car around and do the passenger side because I don't have a lot of room on that side. And then also the car needs to be facing the back of the garage, or the front of the garage, so that I could drop the fuel tank and do the fuel pump. That won't be in this video, that'll be in a later video because it's gonna be cold for the next week. So, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I get another break in the weather, I wanna go ahead and attack the fuel pump so we can get the car moving and grooving like it should. It's leaking a lot. I don't know where. I think the power steering is leaking, and then I don't know what the other one is, but we got to investigate. We got to figure that stuff out. After I get done with that stuff, I might drop the car off at Dash's house and have him do the exhaust for me once I get the mufflers in and stuff like that. And then after that, man, the car is good. Like, we can drive the car. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around. I'll show y'all what I got going down, and then, you know what I'm saying, we'll get into it. But before we do that, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. And let's go. So I picked these up from the auto parts store and these shims, so they should be good to go. They're 8. I'm gonna start out with the 8th and see what that does for me. And then after that, hopefully the car starts to sit right after that. And yeah, I mean, you know, like, that's all I can do is just start out with whatever body shim I need and see where that's gonna put the wheel, I guess I should say. And these say China on them, man. I didn't know that these were Chinese. I don't really want to use them, but I don't have really no choice because I was at the auto parts store. I did have some shims that I pulled off of a door when I was working on this car, but I think I put them on that fender. And I thought about taking them off because you could see the fender is way far out from the door. Thought about taking those out and using those, but I don't want to open up this door because it's not jammed, but I don't want to mess it up more than what it is. You know, you see the chips on the door and it needs to be aligned. So I've had this door locked and not able to open for probably almost, I won't say a year, not a year. It's been since July last year, and I locked it because to remind me not to open the door until it's fixed. So we'll get to that after we're done with this Impala. But right now, what I'm gonna do is, man, I'm gonna lift up the car. I'm going to loosen up the top part of the control arm, and I'm gonna put the 8 shims in there, see what happens. And then also, in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna take my little spanner wrench thing and I'm going to lift the car up a little bit. I like the stance, but it sits way too low. So I'm gonna lift the car up just a little bit so it's not cutting so much tire. It's cutting almost all the way to the rim. It doesn't really rub too much, but when you're driving the car, it bounces. And I wanna eliminate all that. So we're gonna lift the car up and go ahead and shim. And I'll show you guys, you know what I'm saying, what's going down. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's on every single car. It's a lot easier on this side because, you know what I'm saying, I can just push this back, tuck that in, and go ahead and get my wrench on there, loosen that up a little bit, and then go ahead and push the shim down up in there. I'm gonna try this without putting the ratchet on the other side of the nut, because it has, you know what? I could come from right there. Let's do it. Oh, bet. Okay, so I'm gonna just push this back, man, and then I'm gonna put my ratchet in right there, hold one side, get the other side, throw the shims in there, and see where we're at. Man, I was trying to use the jack to go in from the front, but the car is way too low. The jack won't even go up under there. I know I could just put the car up on some, what are they called? Some not cinder blocks, some blocks, wooden blocks, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I guess I'll just lift up one side and work on this side, and then I'll flip the car around and work on the other side. I wanted to do it all at once just so I could move from side to side and it'll be all good to go, but I guess, you know what I'm saying, that's not gonna work like I thought it was gonna work. So anyways, let me go ahead and lift this side of the car up, and then after that we'll go ahead and like I said, turn the car around and then start working on the other side. All right, y'all, so I broke out the wrench, went ahead and increased the height a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the car back down, and we are going to check everything. I got the shims in there, all good to go. So like I said, I used the 1/8 at first, so we'll see if we need to add some more or if that's gonna be good. I'm hoping that's good, so that, you know what I'm saying, I could just move on to the next thing. But yeah, let me go ahead and drop the car down, and then we should be straight, man. All right, y'all, it's still pretty low, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably look on the other side, see what it looks like on that bump stop, because I know it's riding along the bump stop, but the wheel looks a lot more straight. It's not as angled. I mean, it probably could use like another shim in there. Matter of fact, yeah, it could. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll use another size shim in there to see what angling I could get, or another shim. I'll put another shim in there and see if I can straighten out a little bit more, and then after that we'll move on to this side and do the same thing to this side. So let me go ahead and add another shim, lift the car up, add another shim, and then we should be set. We should be set. All right, y'all, so we're gonna probably have to raise the car up to about 27 1/4 in order for it not to ride along that bump stop, which is almost, I believe, where it was before. I just guess I've been too lazy to like really actually mess with it. And I think that kind of gets me to where I need to be. I think I'll take some shims out in the back, just a couple of them, because I think the control arm needs to come back this way. I'll have to look at the one. Let me see what the one on the Elko looks like. Yeah. So I think, yeah, so in order to center it, I believe I need to take some shims out the back in order to get it right. Because the control arm in the Impala doesn't really look like, it looks like the back, you know, you see how like it looks angled a little bit? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the front forward, or pull the back, push the back backwards so that the control arm kind of centers into the spindle a little bit better, to get that angling right. And then I think I'm gonna lift it up some more, and that should get it off of the bump stop. So the car will still be like pretty much no wheel gap, but it will be lifted up enough to, you know what I'm saying, drive the car properly or have it function properly. So Still a little bit of work to do on this side. Trying to think here. I think it's gonna be okay tomorrow because like I'm running out of time. I got some other stuff to do. I'll probably come back out and start messing with it a little bit tomorrow. This didn't take too much time, but once I get it adjusted, I would say I would take it on a test drive, but I don't know how much gas is in the car, and I don't want to. Matter of fact, I think there's a lot of gas in the car actually, because I put gas in it the last time I drove it, which was when I took it to get the alignment. So I'll probably take it on a test drive around the neighborhood. It is currently off of the bump stop. Obviously, I got the jack lifting it up to see exactly how far I need to go to lift the car up in order to have it look right, feel right, and then, like I said, I'll ride around the neighborhood and hopefully that bouncing is eliminated, and then we'll just keep on adjusting it until it's right. And then once I could flip the car around, we'll do the other side. I just want to make sure my measurements on this side is correct, and then I'll go to the other side and do the exact same thing on the other side. And then, yeah, we should be good from there, man. I mean, doing that straightened out the wheel quite a bit. And yeah, so we're just going to keep on working on it, man, until it's right. And then, you know, like I said, we'll have the Impala out. So let me keep doing that, and then we'll see where we end up at. All right, y'all. So I got the car all lifted up. You know, adjustable suspension is the best. I kid you not, it is the absolute best, y'all. Man, if you can get an adjustable suspension, it's definitely the best, especially if you're running big wheels. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's not cutting as much tire as it previously was. It's not on the bump stops. I'm about to take this car for a drive because it was bouncing a lot, so I want to see how much that has eliminated. The wheels are a little bit straighter now. They're not towed in as much. I did do the shims on both sides. This one here is pointed outwards like that, so I got to adjust that. And that adjustment obviously comes from the steering linkage, the inner and outer tie rods. So I got to adjust those, but I'm not going to do it today. So let me go ahead and hop in and take this thing for a drive. All right, y'all. Right now, yo, the car, huge difference from being how it was. The car's not bouncing as much as it was, and it feels great. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about no scrubbing or nothing. If you guys look at my last video, the Impala that I drove it, you could tell that the car was bouncing a lot. And it doesn't seem that that's happening anymore. So definitely feels a whole hell of a lot better, y'all. I'm gonna drive the car around for a little bit. I'm gonna warm it up. I think it might need some transmission fluid in here too, because this one feels like it's slipping a little bit, but I don't know, man. There's a bunch of things that was under the Impala that's leaking, so I gotta investigate that when I get back to the crib and see what it is, whether it's power steering fluid, transmission fluid, oil, whatever. I'll show you guys once I get back to the house what it looked like, but for now, I'm gonna just listen to the car. I'm gonna ride for a little bit, and then this car, you know what I'm saying, after I do the fuel pump, should be ready to go to Dasher's house for the exhaust whenever he's ready to do it. So like I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and drive the car for a little bit. I'm gonna listen to it and, you know, go from there. All right, y'all, there she goes. A little, like, I was concerned about like this control arm and the angle of it before. The car's no longer on the bump stops, so that's good. It looks like we're good there. We're not having no issues there. The car is gonna get bigger wheels, so I'm not too concerned about like the angling of the control arm right now, because once I get the bigger wheels, it'll lift the car up some more. But yeah, man, and then I'm gonna redo, or I'm gonna get some more trim, and I'll probably send this car off to somebody to get it detailed. Cut and buffed, detailed. Oh yeah, I forgot that was messed up, so I gotta put that back. But cut and buff, detailed, and all that kind of stuff, so that I get rid of all this orange peel. The paint job is not perfect, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. It's a hell of a lot better than what it was. And yeah, man, I think she looks beautiful, so I cannot complain at all whatsoever, y'all. We almost ready for the summer, man. One of these cars is gonna be out, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter. I really kind of missed the summer with this car. I didn't drive it a whole hell of a lot because of the issues that it was having and me having to get everything together. But now that we're all the way together, the only thing we got to do is this exhaust. Like I said, it'll go to Dash's house once I get the mufflers in, and then when he's ready to do it, and you won't hear that ticking no more. And yeah, man, we'll be cold full. I do want to go with a size bigger wheel, so 24s on here, and then we'll see what it do from there. Man, just for a second, just look at that candy, y'all. Look how gorgeous it looks with the mountains back there. You can't beat that, yo. Most beautiful thing about Colorado, them mountains, y'all. And with them headlights, all I need is that little piece in the middle right here. I don't think I'm gonna pay $180 for one, man. That's ridiculous. I'll probably just get some plastic and cut it to size and make my own air dam. You know what I'm saying? Don't make sense to pay that much money. But I don't know if you could tell the wheel's kind of pointed this way on this side, and then this one is kind of like a little bit straight. It still need to be aligned a little bit better, but like I said, once I get bigger wheels, it'll lift the car up a little bit, and the wheel should toe out a little more, and then we'll have to just get up under here and adjust those tie rods. So now we just got to do the fuel pump, the check valve, and then I got a like 3/4 of a tank of gas, so you know what I'm saying, like it's gonna be hell trying to get that fuel pump out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just siphon the gas out of here and put it in Monte Carlo and in the El Camino, and then we should be good to go. But other than that, man, I mean, I just got a few things to adjust, like that thing in the back, this trim around the wheel, and that's pretty much it, man, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, man, that's beautiful. I love this view right here. That's why I bring my cars right here, because it's a nice view for now before they start building houses. Yeah, so it's leaking something. I don't know what it is, but that look like oil. No, it might be power steering. I don't know, man, but this might be transmission fluid. I think that's transmission fluid, but yeah, we got some work to do, but it is what it is, man. This car is almost officially good to go. So I'm about to pull it in the garage forward so that I can get to the fuel pump and do the fuel pump and knock that out. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. The Impala rides so much better now that it's been lifted up a little bit. When I get bigger wheels, like I said, it'll be even better because the control arms won't have as much tilt in them, and it'll get off of that bump stop even more. So pretty much what I did was I lifted up the front end of the car. The coil was below the bump stop. So when I had when I first put them back on, I had to push the little ring on the coil, on the QA1 coilover all the way down in order to get the coilover in there so I could put the control arms on. And the previous adjustment, I guess, I had lost it. So I just pretty much put it back together, lifted it up as high as I could get it so that the fenders weren't laying on the wheel so I could drive it a little bit. But obviously with it riding on the bump stop like that, it's not, the coil is not, or the shock is really not effective because it's not even like having no bounce or recoil or nothing like that. But now I lifted those rings up above the bump stop, so it's no longer on the bump stop. The car rides really good, man. I hit some pretty good bumps that usually kind of bottom the car out and stuff like that. No scrubbing, no rubbing, nothing like that. It wasn't rubbing previously, but it was just really, really bumpy. Now it's not like that. The car rides really, really good, y'all. So anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. I know it wasn't a whole lot. I just needed to get the car raised up. I needed to put some shims in there to try to align the wheels a little bit. And then once I get bigger wheels, it should align a little bit better. And then we'll take it to actually get alignment. But for now, we're going to just get the exhaust done, get this fuel pump done, and then the car should be good, man. It rides real smooth. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait to enjoy this car for the summer because I missed last summer because there were still some things that needed to be taken care of. I really wasn't comfortable driving the car without doing the ball joints, and I didn't end up getting the control arms until I think October or something. So this year, everything should be good on that car. And then, it really doesn't matter what's being worked on, what's not being worked on, because at least I have something that I can enjoy the summer in. So we're probably going to be in the Impala a lot this summer because, like I said, it's pretty much good. I just got to figure out the leaks, fix those leaks, and, get all that stuff adjusted, and then we'll be good to go. But anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every time I drop another video. And stay tuned for some big news. Like I said, man, it's going to be, this is going to be a nice little ride. So anyways, man, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.